welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be continuing What If Naruto Had God of Destruction Key, but before we get into that, I'd like to remind you all to leave a like on the video. If you find any point in the video to be funny or interesting to you, let me know in the comment section. I greatly appreciate it. And without further ado, let's just get right into the video, because that's what y'all came here for. So we open this part with Lee and Guy leaving the little training session, and like Guy's trying to ask him like what type of training did they do, and Lee basically tells him that they fought, like he fought Naruto at his full power, and Naruto like matched his strength from his base to just barely enough, right? And after a while, Naruto was telling him to do tasks, and if he didn't complete the task fast enough, well, Naruto kind of got a little angry, right? And like Guy was like, what does that mean? What does a little angry mean? And Lee kind of brushes it off and is like, I'm gonna go see if I can't find Naruto. And like this kind of throws Guy off. So he goes and tells the higher ups, like the brand, like fucking leaders. And the leaders are kind of like just blown away at that fact. Like, so he was able to mildly keep up with you, like even after you went into your hole. And Guy was like, yeah, I don't know what's so hard to say, and to like, I don't know what's so hard to understand. And like the elders tried like asking him like, did Naruto seem different? And Guy was like, besides looking at Lee like he was a piece of meat, not necessarily. And like the higher ups like dismiss him, and when he leaves the room, they instantly like they get upset. They start like one of them hit their fist on the desk, and he like Naruto's starting to amass a group now, and not only a group, but some like the people that he's training, quotation marks, are like can be even stronger than their people. They're stronger people. And one of the other ones chimed in and was like, don't worry, you know, we still got that other project going, or that other like, you know, thing going on. And like one of the other elders chimed in, he's like, so how is that going? And you know, they look at the Hyuga clan leader and he's like, oh, it's going well. And like we flash over to Neji's perspective of him being like inside of this room with a blindfold over his eyes and some more shit, and him like fighting 3 other people, and like they're using 3 different weapons and like some jutsus and some more shit. And Neji is basically just like taking care of him. He's literally the guy right now. Like in his mind, he's like the best shinobi out there. And in retrospect, he is. He would actually, at this present moment in time, give Lee a run for his money, even with the power up that Lee just got. Right now, at this point in time, Guy has also noted that not only has he not heard from Neji in a while, but Lee is now also like following Naruto around like a moth to a flame, right? Like he would follow him around when he was his trainer. So he goes and he asks Naruto, like, you know, what type of training did you put Lee through? And Naruto tells him like, nothing you wouldn't. It's just he did it more efficiently, right? And Guy, like he thinking about it, like, what does that mean? Efficiently. Wasn't his training efficient? And Naruto, he gets this little gleam in his eyes, and he's like, oh yeah, your training was efficient, I just improved it, right? And at this point in time, Guy's not necessarily trying to have any more conversation with Naruto, because he can clearly see that something is not right with Naruto. Like, so he dismisses their little conversation. And as he dismisses the conversation in trying to walk off, Naruto tells him like, you know, don't try to fly too close to the sun. And Guy, confused, he's like, what does that mean? And he goes back and he tries to ask Naruto, but before he can get to Naruto, like Naruto flies off. And when like he flies off, Guy is like visibly kind of aggravated. And he goes, because, you know, the elders kind of told him before dismissing him to try to find out more information. And Guy himself is interested too. So he tries to go and find Lee, and when he finds Lee, he finds Naruto again. But Lee at this present moment in time is like literally begging Naruto to go on another training trip because he feels like he's right on the cusp of something strong. And like Naruto gets mad and he erupts like a little purple aura, and he tells Lee like, they'll go train another time. They just got back. And as all of this is going on, guy kind of like notices like some guy on the fucking wall of the Leaf Village, right? And as like he notices this, he walks up to Naruto and he's like, "Hey, no Naruto." And like as Naruto hears Guy's voice again, he gets a little agitated even more, and he looks over and Guy is pointing at the wall. And at this point in time, they've like kind of amassed a small little group of Shinobi because Guy is still pointing at the wall as he was walking over. So Naruto, he kind of like looks and he grins and he flies over, like he picks up his feet and he just starts going over there. And when he gets over there, he sees Sasuke, and like he is like float. Like at this point in time, they're actively eye contact, and Naruto looks at him and he's like, "I see you've grown." And at this point in time, other Shinobi have actively surrounded Sasuke because Sasuke has been missing for a while. And at this point in time, Orochimaru is like in the background. He's trying to see, the interaction that Sasuke has with Naruto. And like Naruto, like Sasuke scratches the back of his head and he's like, "Yeah, I've gotten a little stronger." Apparently nothing compared to what Lee's just went through. And Naruto was like, "So you already heard about that? Word travels fast." And like Sasuke, like he's like, "Yeah, it does." But in the back of his head, he's like, "That's fucking funny because we kind of felt your ass on the way over here. We literally like they had to stop because Naruto and Lee's like little training ground was directly in their path. And at the rate that Naruto was chasing Lee around with the shit, like training him, they couldn't necessarily just get past as easily as they expected. So they had to wait till Naruto was done training Lee, and they got there like on the last day. So, yeah. Anyway, after like Sasuke say this, Naruto's like, so you didn't come alone, did you? Right? And as Naruto says this kind of just like a shiver down Orochimaru's spine. Like, how the fuck does he already know I'm here? And like Naruto floats up, like he gets higher into the sky and he forms like a ball of energy, like destroyer energy. And he's like, "You know what? I'm tired of this fucking snake." Right? And he releases the ball. And Sasuke, he shoots a fireball at it, and since the ball came into contact with the fireball, it destroyed the fireball along with the other ball. And Naruto looks over at Sasuke and was like, what are you doing? Right? And Sasuke tells him, like, "I can't allow you to kill the person that's making me stronger." And Naruto, like, he looks at him with this like angry look in his eyes. He was like, "So why did you come back if you weren't ready for Orochimaru to die?" And like Sasuke takes a second and he's like, "I came to ask for your help." And like Orochimaru, hearing this, he instantly leaves. Like, he's not trying to sit there anymore. He knows that Sasuke, Sasuke just defended him in retrospect, but he's asking the one person that literally wants him dead the most right now, for help. So, Orochimaru's making the executive decision to leave. So as he's leaving, Naruto, he's asking Sasuke, like, "What do you want help with?" And like Sasuke basically tells him, he figured out that his brother was in the organization, the Akatsuki, and he figured, after a few more months he'd come back and they'd go and attack him. Like, they go and begin their own assault against the Akatsuki, so that way they couldn't initiate any more of their plans. And Naruto, he's like, "You know what? That's not too half bad of an idea. Get rid of the problem before it becomes an even bigger one." And Sasuke, he tells him, like, I kind of heard that you already dealt with like one of their stronger people, like some of their strongest people. And Naruto, he's like, I wouldn't necessarily say I dealt with them. It was just more convenient that way, right? And Nagato, now if I'm not wrong, I didn't necessarily kill him. I'm not necessarily sure. Yeah, I don't think I killed him. Yeah, he just got, the clone got destroyed. Or the puppet, the diva path. Anyway, so Nagato is somewhere like he sneezed. And like Conan asked him, like, you good? And he's like, yeah, I think something's coming though. Right? And Conan, like, she sends out more papers to do some recon, and she's like, I'll go scout out the area. And at this point in time, Naruto's like, so 3 months time, we meet right back here at this exact time. Right? And Sasuke, he agrees, and the other shinobi around him are like, Naruto, you can't let him go. He just got back. They got questions to ask. He's been like helping Orochimaru out, like, actively. So they can't just let him leave. And Naruto, like, he looks around at the shinobi, and he's like, if I want him to go, who's gonna stop me from letting him leave? Right? And all the shinobi, like, they kind of get mad, and they're like, fine, right? And Sasuke, he nods his head and disappears. And Naruto grabs, like, he flies back down, and he grabs Lee, and it's like, you got 3 months of training, bud. And he flies off, and Lee, like, he's screaming, like, not 3 months. And at this point in time, Lee wasn't, like, necessarily thinking, Naruto's not going to bring anybody else. There's no way, right? And Naruto goes, and he, like, gets to these mountains, and he tosses Lee down, and he's like, I'll be back in a minute. And he flies off again, and he comes back with Hinata. And this is confusing because Naruto has never really expressed any interest in Hinata up until this point. And Naruto, like, thinking about it, he just wants to see how the God Ki would affect Hinata's eyes. And since he hasn't seen Neji in a while, he can only assume that something's going on, right? So he's like, Hinata, you are going to be the first test subject because you have a lot of chakra, and unlike Lee, you actually have a Kekkei Genkai. So, this is going to be extremely difficult for you. You're going to view me in a completely different light, and after these 3 months, I really hope we can still be friends. And Hinata, she still sees Naruto as this guy with destructive power, but still relatively nice. And she looks at Naruto like, besides you snatching me from, talking with Tenten and Ino, because that's what she was hanging out with Tenten and Ino and Shikamaru, Choji, the group. And when Naruto came and snatched her up, everybody just kind of started screaming at Naruto to bring her back, because they were like, as far as they were aware, Naruto literally just grabbed Lee and left, and now he's like just kidnapping. So now everybody in his class, they're kind of scared. They don't know if Naruto is just gonna come back and start snatching them up. But Naruto only has plans for 2 people. Anyway, so yeah, like the first month of training begins, and Naruto basically, he tells Lee, like, you've already kind of got the grasp of God Ki. And after, like, Naruto says that, Lee, he's like, well, what is that? And Naruto was like, it's nothing like what I have, but it's something similar. Like, you'll be able to feel me soon, right? And Naruto tells him, like, y'all two train. And Lee, like, looks at Naruto, like, how would she learn anything from me? Because I learned everything from you. And Naruto, like, looks at him, he's like, I just have something to do. I said train, right? So he walks, and like, Naruto goes over to like the peak of this hill, and he begins to meditate. And when he wakes up in his mindscape, he looks at the Nine Tails, and he's like, so I think I've come up with a solution for the seal. And the Nine Tails, he opens his eyes, and he's like, what's that solution? And Naruto, like, he grins, and he's like, I've been going about this the whole wrong way. I'm a destroyer. If I don't like it, and he holds out his hand, he's like, I'll just destroy it. And the seal just like begins to crumble. And as the seal crumbles, Naruto's outside body like begins to like just erupt in energy. And since nobody can really feel how strong Naruto is, they can only feel the pressure. Like Lee, he can clearly tell something has just drastically changed within Naruto. Everybody within with a decent sense of power can clearly tell, within a decent sense of power and within enough range. So Sasuke, who was still trying to find Orochimaru, because you know he kind of just abandoned him at the Leaf Village after he heard what he had said to Naruto. So he like got a little too close to the mountains, and he was able to feel the pressure that Naruto was giving off. And they only know this is Naruto because Naruto is the only person besides Lee that is able to give off this pressure, and this specific pressure nonetheless, right? So yeah, Naruto, he comes down from the hill and he's like, well, now that I've officially finished my problem, I can officially begin to train y'all and you know mold y'all into the warriors that I need. And he gets like this really big grin on his face. And this is where I'm gonna end this part off. If y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like. If y'all enjoyed my content, please subscribe. Anyway, this has been Shinobi. Peace.